So you know what's crazy? Aliens.
Yeah, Ancient Aliens.
Ancient. I love that fucking
Aliens.
show. That's my show I put on the background when I'm like, there's nothing to watch and I need just sound.
Like when we went to New York and we just put on History Channel. All they played was fucking Ancient Aliens.
Oh, I thought it was just Pawn Stars.
No, I fucking hate
That's when
porn
we weren't
stars.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all Ancient Aliens when we were at the hotel.
Damn.
It was Ancient Aliens, and then recently I've been watching it's the one with Shatner.
With who?
William Shatner, dude.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I mean, he's Bob, right?
Yeah, The Unexplained.
Oh, okay.
It's same thing. It's just like some weird mystery in the world.
He's the original Captain Kirk.
Starlock. He says it. Yeah, he has more of a cadence to it.
He's like the inspiration for Zap Brannigan.
But I've been watching his now because it's just funny to be like, yeah, these aliens came down from the sky, and then he pops up out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, we found these things. It's crazy. You're like, why are you here? How much did they pay you?
A lot.
Probably.
Too much.
But I love aliens. But if I saw them in real life, I'd be like, nope.
Fuck you, dude.
That's a good transition. Guys.
When I was a kid, we went camping. My grandpa took a picture of the landscape, right?
Yeah.
And then you get it developed
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. UFO in the corner. Swear to God, I saw it with my own eyes. It
The
was probably like
government
fucking someone with a flashlight ruined the picture, but it looked like a UFO. So they're out there.
They're out there.
I was scrolling on Reddit, and you know how sometimes it gives you just like a random like subreddit that you're like, hey, you might like this. Never heard of it. It's called UFOs. And I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. It's some guy recording some. I was reading the comments. Everyone's like, it looks like an F1 ship. And he's recording it on like a camera like we have, and then he's recording it with his phone off the camera to show like it's not staged,
it's
or
not
something,
edited or whatever.
I guess I don't know. It's really shitty. And then he points up with the camera. You see like really far away, a little flicker of light, and you're like, oh,
Airplane.
interesting. Everyone's like, man, this is the best view that we've ever seen of a UFO thing, and people are like, yeah, we're all shitting on it, saying it's F1. I'm just laughing. I'm like, that sounds about right.
Reddit.
I love Reddit.
Oh man, after watching alien movies, I'm just like looking at the sky, all skeptical. Like, what if they're out there? What if the cloud is fake?
Dude.
You know what movie fucked me up?
What?
Signs?
No.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Kind of. Yeah, no, The Fourth Kind.
Fourth Kind is fucked.
That movie
is
fucked me up so bad.
Dude, early teenage years, watch that and you're like, dude, it's over.
Now, best alien movie, War of the Worlds. I love that ending. Chef's kiss.
I don't even remember it.
Whose ass?
They died of the flu.
Water. Yeah, basically.
They died of the flu.
They got
The aliens
sick.
from Signs died of water.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. They got sick. And then they died. And you're like,
I always
what a
love.
shame.
I always love the Signs one. It's like your weakness is water, and you come to a planet that's 75% water.
They're like, it might not rain today, guys. We can go fuck up the world.
So what do they do when the sprinklers go off on the farm?
Oh, shit.
They're just shitting their pants, dude.
Are they just afraid of people? They're like, that fucker's 75% water, like 80% water.
I stab them and they're
no.
It's like alien blood.
I start crying like, oh shit, get away from me. My sweaty palms are like, no.
You're like, that's right.
I do picture like how you said the sprinklers. They have defense forces on their lawns, all of them.
Where do they go?
Kids are shooting water guns at each other.
Monsters.
That's how the movie should have ended. Science. It's a whole bunch of kids and fucking like
Super soakers?
Super soakers. They're like, come here, buddy.
We're going. It's like fucking the Marines from Aliens, but they have just super soakers, and they're like, it's hunting time, bitch.
Dude, and they have like that double like belt, right?
Of just
balloon, like
with
water balloon.
I was thinking like the tanks that you screw into.
Oh,
the back
that
of
too.
super soakers.
I'm reloading.
So dumb, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a great idea. Eddie, we gotta make this a movie. We call it Science 2.0. They're on my land now.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
The sound effect at the end is shh.
It's a horror movie from the perspective of the aliens.
Bruh. That'd be so funny.
It's just silent. There's just noises.
This is copyrighted. We have taken this liberty.
I'm surprised some of that doesn't exist. But speaking of alien movies, that is always welcome, everybody.
Welcome to Totirap again.
We are going to talk about Nope.
Aliens.
Jordan Peele movie. Aliens.
Yeah, we'll wait on what we think of it compared to the other two. But this movie, I feel like most of his movies do start off kind of slow.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like it's interesting to see the dynamic between the sister and brother in this, like the two polar opposites.
Dude, her outfits were fire.
They were fire.
Right there.
But how does this one? This one starts with the father, right?
Dying.
No, it's well. Okay, so here's the thing, right?
This is the only part I get.
I don't want to go into this like super soon because this is like the one part of the movie that I've been bashing my head against the wall to understand why it's there.
The first scene?
Yeah.
Because I'm very confused also by it. It doesn't really do anything. Like, it's just like, oh,
I feel
interesting.
So I've been trying to analyze this.
Oh, the monkeys?
Yeah, the monkeys.
Oh,
yeah.
you are, you're right.
Because the rest of the movie, perfect. Straightforward, alien
yeah.
film, and we'll gush over that. But we'll start with the fucking chimpanzee, because that's how this movie starts, is with the chimpanzee.
I'm not going to lie, because it starts with that, and then it shows like, like... dying here.
You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm done. It's fine. And then it shows like a production name or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was a high budget production animation because you know how like
the monkey paw one.
Yeah. I swear I was like, dude, that's the highest budget animation for just a name scene I've ever seen.
Same, I was like,
holy fuck.
I was like,
it was pretty dope.
I was like, this is dope. It goes on the car and it turns in the hands there, and I'm like, this is top tier.
And then it comes back later on, and you're like, that was part of the movie. Holy shit.
It was top tier. Yeah, the chimpanzee stuff.
I understand that chimpanzee stuff.
Okay. How do you understand? What is it?
I don't want to spoil the whole movie though.
What are we gonna do? What are we talking about?
Well,
okay, spoiler.
Is there anything we want to talk about before spoiling?
Okay, before we get into crazy. This is a beautiful movie. It just is. It's just gorgeous.
I like all the characters in this movie.
Yeah, they're great.
Because between the dynamic between
the brother and the sister,
the brother
and then the random dude is so fucking funny.
The random dude, that's where I looked to see.
He's not there.
The random dude, I think, is probably my favorite character.
the guy from fucking Fry's.
Mm-hmm.
That was his wrong?
Yeah. Well, no, like the tech store. Fry's.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it was like a movie called Fries.
No.
It's just where he just repairs shit.
Yeah. The guy's great.
I do think he doesn't have enough screen time personally.
Steven Yeun,
yeah.
For how important I think his character is supposed to be.
Because I feel like they just shove him in there, and then they pull him away, and then they shove the kids in, they pull him away, and then shit goes down, and you're like, oh, he was important.
Yeah, he was very important.
I thought he was just some random crazy dude.
No,
he was doing some shit.
Yeah.
But as I said, for that's probably my only drawback, I think, in this movie is that his character's probably not shown a lot for how important he is.
How important he is.
Well,
I love the cinematographer. The guy's voice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking throat cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy's voice is top tier.
I do like the shit that goes down with him, but I don't want to say anything. Just, fuck it.
I'm gonna do the impossible.
There's so much shit I want to talk about. That's just later on in the film.
Shot.
Impossible shot.
I guess we can start off just by explaining kind of like what starts off, because they're a family that's part of Hollywood for
they train horses for movies.
Yeah, since the beginning of time, and
I guess
it jumps around a lot in the beginning. I think a little kind of too much.
I don't think it does.
You don't think so?
I don't feel that way.
Because it was like they go to. It's the father scene.
Yeah.
Well, you got the monkey scene, the father scene.
I mean,
then he goes to talk about the horse, and he's like, and then the sister comes out. and the horse gets spooked. It jump cuts to somewhere else, then it jumps back to the spook scene, and then jumps forward again to when they're selling the horse. And then from I think there on, it goes straight forward.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that beginning part's like, oh shit, something happened. Something really crazy is gonna happen. Let's go forward into the future, and then we'll go back to what happened, and then we'll go forward again. I think that was my only like beginning issue. It was just like,
And I just got whiplash from the monkey scene to the horse scene, because I'm like, I kind of understand what this movie's about. I don't understand what this whole monkey scene's about.
I literally thought it was just a production company. That's all I thought it was.
I was watching in the theater. I'm like, holy shit, this monkey's going crazy. And the movie starts. Like, oh, what?
Yeah, that's why I was just like, that's a good. Whoever did their production thing, I want everyone to have something crazy like that. It'll be like 20 minutes before the show even starts. It's just pure production companies.
That's the part that like scarred me the most of the movie. I'm just like, that monkey.
That part's fucked.
And then, I left the theater and I'm like, what the fuck was this scene about? And, you marinate for a while and they're like, I kind of know maybe what.
I think I have. It's what's weird to me. You know what this is? You know what that's. Oh fuck! We're just gonna end up talking about this scene at some point.
Talk about it.
You know what it reminds me of, and this is how I think this scene is, right? So I don't know if this is good or bad. I like the scene, but story wise, right? So what it reminds me of is obviously I'm a person who read Les Mis, and it's on abridged form, and Victor Hugo does this thing where he'll go super in depth on a subject for like a couple lines that pertain to the story, and I feel like that's what this scene is. It's like it goes in really in depth into whatever this is for one little connection for one character at the end of it. And that's how I interpret it. Yeah,
I feel the same because I feel like even after marinating in the movie,
in the sauce,
I felt like the scene was just added there just for that little ending
value.
stuff. Yeah, you're like, oh, that was crazy. Why was it here? I did like Harambe. He was a character I did like in real life.
I think it's a theme.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're right, and that's the thing. It's like and it's a theme for that character.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the theme for the whole movie.
Makes sense.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can talk about it after we spoil the whole goddamn movie.
Okay, let's just fucking start spoiling shit. So in the second scene with the father, where the fucking world just decides to rain fucking money.
Dude, the shit was fucked. Well, the aftermath of like when he's like dead, I'm like, oh fuck.
And he has the quarter in a bag or something. I'm like, nah, I want that shit.
Dude, imagine you're just out there in the farm and then your fucking dad just fucking just drops, right?
Things are falling from.
Because it was all different weird shit. Because it was like coins,
keys. Well, it's things in people's pockets.
Yeah.
Why were they in their pockets?
I don't know.
Crazy. Dude, why is it raining money?
But I felt like, was it keys that hit the horse? Because I know they showed...
A key hit the horse.
That's what it was.
It was in it.
I just remember something sticking out, but my head was thinking like a fucking tin soldier or something.
And there was other stuff like on the house and shit.
Yeah. There was like another key in a house. And
it was also... I felt like that scene was just like super shock value. It was like shock value after shock value. And then it goes like, hey, he died. Crazy.
You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, I love how Jordan Peele plays with like the whole alien whole like genre.
Mm-hmm.
It's dude, whoever found that location, man,
top tier.
Yeah, fucking top tier. Just up in the California hills, like away from LA, and I'm just like, this is picturesque as shit, and it's also creepy as fuck.
Dude, those clouds are beautiful.
Yeah.
Some would say some don't move, but
Dude, when I go feed the horses, bro, I look at the sky and I'm like, dude, that cloud hasn't been
moving. I do like how they took the trope of like the aliens taking cows, and they did it with horses. That was because that's the thing. This movie gives off that old 60s. Like alien abduction, like UFO, like vibes.
Give me heebie-jeebies, bro.
I did like the scene where she's like, "Oh, I got this bootleg horse or whatever they call it, the decoy horse.
Yeah. Almost like a statue.
Yeah. And she's like, he's like, where'd you get it from? Don't worry about it.
I got it at a discount.
Then
I love when the dude
shows
comes up.
He's like, no, don't come closer. He's like, oh, that's a nice decoy horse. We used to have one of those.
Where'd you get it?
You know,
Where'd you get it? I don't know. My wife knows.
It was very like playful in certain parts because this
movie's funny.
It's funny.
This movie is tense and funny at the same time.
You know what the thing is, and I feel like this movie strikes that balance really well. Well, I also kind of feel like Get Out does this pretty well as well.
I don't feel like it takes away from either. Or.
But I feel like the humor is like the perfect, almost like a juxtaposition from the tenseness.
Yeah.
Like that is top tier. When you can still be that super tense, but also have kind of like those funny moments, but not in the super tense part.
Not like Marvel. It's like super tense moment, and then like fucking shitty one-liner, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, but this like it lets you marinate all those things. Where like you can see these people are still having like you try to find funniness in the fucked up shit that you see in your life, right? And that's kind of what this does, and that's what it feels like. Yeah, these people are going through some fucked up shit.
Besides the dad dying from fucking shitty rain, and then you have the family just. I don't know if they're not making money or if they are. It's very confusing.
They're not making money. That's why they have to sell the horses.
Yeah.
To the whatever the fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I do love some of the foreshadowing in this movie.
Well, it's got a shit ton of it.
I love it.
The whole movie is like foreshadowing until the end.
I love it.
It's really good.
And some of it's so subtle too. Mm-hmm. I love when he goes to Stephen Yeun's character and he asks about buying back the horses, and his face is like,
yeah, about that.
and at first you're just like, that's shady, but I don't know. And then later you're like, oh.
I just thought you just want to sell them.
At first I thought that was like, that's kind of a dick move, but okay.
It makes sense though. He's like, it's my horse now.
Yeah.
You go fuck off.
Yeah. It kind of feels that way, but you always feel like, I mean, there's something else there. I don't know what it is, but there's something else there.
Yeah.
This guy's shady.
I don't trust him, but I like his character.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it when they're like, you know, they go buy all the equipment and shit, and the guy's like, what are you guys trying to do? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's none of your business.
Security. He's like, yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me.
She's a model. This is her. He's so funny. Character's fucking great. I love the character.
Oh my god.
Fucking angel.
I'm just trying to think of spots not to be too like I'm trying to get through the beginning stuff before it just goes down.
I don't know. There's so many jokes too. I love when the white lady looks at him when he's doing the horse thing, and she's like, "Your name is OJ."
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, "Oh shit!"
I totally missed that reference.
So great.
Parts I did like also, not going too far, because the random character, do you think that's too far?
Which random?
What random character?
Yeah, our boy, the guy who does the camera stuff.
Oh, the cinematographer?
Yeah. No, the one that wires up the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Angel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I liked his characters. He's just fucking spying on their house all the time. It's like, I thought you were supposed to spy. He's like, well, anyway, this crazy stuff is happening over here.
Get the bug off the camera. That fucking praying mantis in cahoots, dude. Yeah. It's in cahoots.
Bro, okay, that scene in the barn when he's like, oh, who turned on that light? And he goes in to turn it off.
Oh, yeah.
And then, things start popping out like, bro, please, no.
Oh, dude.
That's it. I was sitting there, and I was like kind of doing other things at the same time. I just stared at the screen. I was like, what the
Dude, my hands were waterfalls. I was like, oh, shit.
But like,
give me flashbacks to Signs.
Dude, those kids, though.
Dude, the way they
got a career in acting, man.
They had a career in acting. Dude, the way they came out,
it's just like the movements and like the one hanging from below. I'm like, that's some dedication.
They would like disappear at perfect moments too. You're like, dude, and then they like actually showed the creature too. It was kind of fucked up. I was like, dude, they showed the monster already. Holy shit!
That's what I thought at first too, and I'm just like, that's some good alien design. Well, like for creepy looking fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these kids, they got some nads. Going into a farm and doing this, There's a recipe for getting shot. That's what this is.
This is American, man.
That's what this. You're on his property. You're free game.
Dude, I remember I was just staring at the screens intently, and I was just like, look, he's just right there.
and then it's the fucking kids. But I do like the idea of like, why do these kids have these costumes? They're all the same. They're all perfect. It's like
they're real good costumes.
I was just like, they know.
That's what I thought. I'm like, that's kind of sus.
Would you say sussy baka?
No, it's just kind of sus.
Okay, thank God.
It's kind of suspicious, dude. It's kind of suspicious there.
Trying to think what else.
Dude, it's just good. There's so many parts of this movie that are great. I love it.
The movie's great.
It's so good.
I love his take on the alien itself.
Yeah.
It's like, do we spoil it? Yeah, fuck it. You know, if you haven't watched it, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Watch this movie. It's really good.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. So the alien looks like a UFO, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a UFO.
Dude, that was
The ship
crazy.
is the alien. I was just like, what?
I love when he says,
fuck?
like, I love when he's like, it doesn't move like a ship. I was like, oh.
It's a UFO either
It's
way.
a giant sand dollar.
It's just a giant floating sand dollar. That sucks things up.
Dude, I was just like, genius.
Dude, the way they did the moving cloud for the like 90% of it, where it would like go through clouds, you see it for half a second, and come down as a full cloud.
It's so good.
And you're like, this is amazing. Like, it's
so
almost like
good.
the Jaws effect where it's enough to tease you.
Yeah.
And then it hides again, and then shit goes down. You're like, what the fuck?
You know what I love? I think it's when he chases after. I do love how they. I mean, it does the art house thing, right? With the titles, but it does it by like the horse name.
Yeah.
Oh, I did like that.
I did.
Yeah.
And I think it's when he goes after Clover. It's like it's the second
Forrest hates this.
When I saw it, I'm like, waste the scene, whatever. Let's move on.
one. There's
3 seconds.
that shot. It's like the one shot when he walks into like the stable, and the camera is following the UFO, but you don't always see the UFO.
You just kind of see the shadow.
Well, you see the shadow, and then
it
goes like over the stable, but it's still following it.
Yeah.
Even if you only see stable ceiling, but you know it's there. You're like, oh, this is so good.
Okay, the one part I didn't get. So like, he hides in the cloud, right? Mm-hmm. Is the cloud like attached to him?
I think it produces.
Yeah.
So it's like an octopus when they do like the ink shit.
Yeah.
But it creates a cloud.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like invisibility with, making it more realistic, I guess.
Dude, that crazy thing, it was the dude is like, when he's like, dude, this cloud hasn't been moving. And then they're like, dude, I've seen the cloud for like 6 months. And he just never like processed
I've been staring at it this whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, the scene where they showed the time lapse of the cloud not moving, I was like mind blown. I was like, this is amazing. I never thought of this.
This is so good.
Now we're going to see it everywhere. I can't wait.
That cloud hasn't fucking moved.
Dude, I'm telling you, every now and then,
I'm surprised.
Okay.
Dude, this alien is a master at stealth, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you think about it, right? It shuts down everything around it. Right? I'm surprised some jet fighter hasn't gone like too close to the cloud and just boom.
You don't know what it's like. Oh, dude, it just malfunctioned and it just.
Well, the planes are so high, it's easy to recover. Mm-hmm. I've watched enough podcasts on it. You're up high, you're fine.
Dude, maybe the alien's like, dude, that shit's too fast.
It's just way too fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from the thing with the pointies.
It's good in stealth and shitty in stealth at the same time. For a very big thing it is, not silent at all. Besides that, when it has people, it sounds like a sound amplifier. Like,
the screams.
Oh my god, that scene where he sucks up all the people, right? And they're just screaming inside. Like,
while they're getting digested.
Dude, that scene haunted me.
I was like, at first, I'm like, what am I? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like seeing being squished.
Yeah, dude, it gave me claustrophobia. I was just like, oh, it's awful.
So that scene, we might as well just talk about it, where they're at the ranch, or at the rodeo, I guess it would be. Yeah. And you meet...
theme park.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
You meet the girl who survived the monkey attack with the fucked up face.
Fucked up.
Dude, I didn't expect that at all. I thought, I'm like, she's probably dead.
Well, I saw the thing, and I'm just like... Because I'm like, there's something with her face.
Yeah, well...
Because, I mean, she got fucked by a monkey.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, interesting. And then... I thought he was like in cahoots with the alien or something.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, but he sacrifices himself.
Well, that's why the
that was an accident.
That's why the cinematographer makes the Siegfried and Roy kind of comparison, because it's more like you have this predator and you're just baiting. It's the Jurassic Park thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like you make this big giant meat eating dinosaur because it looks cool for people to look at,
yeah.
not realizing it can also eat you.
Was there ever a point where, because he was kind of in cahoots, and I guess he was sacrificing horses.
He was feeding
stuff. It. Yeah. Was he feeding people before? Or was this the first time?
It was the first time.
Yeah,
but I think it was an accident.
Because it's probably been eating people.
Yeah.
Like out and about in the whatever.
Because it never felt like there was any point where it showed you like missing person, blah blah blah.
Right.
Because if it was eating people, I feel like obviously you'd see those type of posters.
I feel like that location is like somewhere in the valley, right? I'm sure there's like
almost
maybe a national park nearby, right? So like people missing in national parks, you're like, oh, they fell. Or
well, it's just in the California hills. It's just back there. Especially once you start going up past the northern part of LA a little higher and stuff. There's lots of just nothing up there, just hills.
Yeah,
and it's that area, and obviously people are going up there for different things and ranches and stuff. Yeah. And that's probably so. It's probably been eating people like on the side.
Yeah.
But
this guy was feeding it horses, and it's like, I like these.
Yeah, makes sense. That's why in my head I was picturing like he was feeding humans to it.
The thing that's weird to me, and I mean I love it for tension, is like it's always just one horse that decides, I'm fucking out. I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah.
This thing's coming. I'm out. And it's only one at a time. It's not like all the horses are like, holy fuck, we out. This thing's going to eat us. It's always just one at a time that's like,
the horse,
peace, motherfuckers.
The horse knew that he was like, I've been chosen. Ah, shit.
What was the name of the black horse?
Lucky.
Dude, that was my boy.
Lives up to his name.
He does. Dude, I thought first like, dude, he's dead as fuck.
You know, I love like the play on just names. The first one's named Ghost. Mm-hmm. I love how this is just like, why is Ghost out in the thing? I was just like, that is such a good line. The first movie like this.
Rip Ghost.
Rip
like 90% of the horses.
I also love that scene where they're in the house and the aliens are like throwing up everything because of the fake horse. Raining blood. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it goes through the fucking windshield.
The windshield.
Oof.
It took me a second to figure out what it was because I couldn't because I know like it shows his perspective in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is in this car? I can't see.
Oh, because you saw the flags drop right after it when it hits. So I was like, this is the.
Probably didn't pay attention fully or missed something. Blinked. I don't know. I was just like, what the? And then they zoomed out. I'm like, that makes more sense. There's a big ass horse.
Yeah. Didn't like that.
Nope. What was his name?
So I mean, we're talking about alien design, right? I mean, the sand dollar UFO thing was cool.
Yeah.
But like, when I got to the end,
Eldridge
and it fucking like transformed, I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't expect the transformation.
I didn't either.
I know. What am I looking at?
Well, because at first I'm just like, is it getting bigger? Because it's showing him.
Yeah.
And you like not looking at it.
Yeah.
And you can start seeing it like undulate and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck?
I thought it was like either dying or something. I thought it was just breaking apart because maybe it got fed something it shouldn't have been. And I'm like, how is it? What the fuck is going on? And then it pulls out.
It got fed the fucking the barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, what is? But you can see it like doing weird. You're like, what? And then obviously you see the fucking giant ass whatever it is with the square eye.
Fucking Evangelion eye creature.
Yeah. It's fucking Angel. Where's that?
Yeah. Dude, it's a great design though.
Oh, it's so good.
I was watching. I'm like, wow, that's just. I don't even know how you even designed that because it's just like things coming off it. It's like I don't know.
I like how there was no purple.
That didn't make sense to me though.
Yeah.
Green is a close second.
Yeah, it is.
I do love how the eye did the eye mouth did like the pulsing, the boof, boof. I was like, oh, this thing's dope.
I was wondering if they were going to show anything. If they were just going to do the whole cloud thing like 90% of the time.
I mean it is most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thing that you only show at the end of a film, right? And that you're like, okay, this is
like this is the time to get scarred for life.
This is the creature in all of its glory.
Yeah.
And I was glorious. I was just like, fuck, that is dope.
Dude, I was so hyped when they're like prepping all this shit to get the shot, right? Like baiting it, and the fucking TMZ guy shows up.
I love the TMZ guy.
At first, because the way he looked and stuff, I'm like, he knows.
So that's what I thought too.
Yeah, because he has this voice, and then he's just like, "What up, man?" with his cameras. I'm like, "This fucker."
He's got like the shiny helmet too, and I'm like, he must be an alien. And then he just goes, fuck you guys.
Dude, that shit was so funny.
And he starts screaming.
He's like, what happens when a magnetic bike or electronic bike goes through a non-electronic field?
I'm surprised he lived.
He broke stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He broke almost everything.
And the fucking guy's like, I'll go save him, I guess. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
I love when he gets there and he's just like, nope, I'm sorry, but dude.
Pass me the camera. I can't, dude. I'm out.
I mean, I do love the stereotypical, like, idea, right? Because, it's always the stereotype in every horror movie where, like, the crazy white people always do, like, stupid things in the horror films, and that's why they die.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they go out when they're not supposed to. I do love that scene when he's just in the car, and he sees the thing just dumping shit, and he's just like, nope.
He's like, oh, wow.
He said it. He said it.
And credits. And I love how it's over him and he looks up. He doesn't try to run. He just closes the door. He's just like, I'm staying.
He doesn't know I'm in here. We're good.
And if anything, that's always what I loved about Jordan Peele's like horror films, where the characters don't feel stupid.
Yeah.
They don't feel like I'm gonna do the obviously horrible decision.
There's some weird stuff that went on with it though. Like the point where he's out of the car, or I don't even think he was on the horse, when the UFO like floated next to him. It almost like smelled him, but since he wasn't moving.
Well, he didn't look at it.
He wasn't looking at it.
He wasn't looking at it.
And he's just like, I'm not there. I'm not there.
I'm not here.
I'm not here. Flies away. He's like,
if I can't see you, you can't see me.
Which I thought was an interesting concept. It doesn't suck you up unless you notice it, basically. Which doesn't make sense with the horses. They were just running away.
Maybe the horses look at it. It comes from the front.
Yeah, fucking horses.
The reflection, or maybe them just running.
The light
scared.
refracted
They're
off
like,
the wall.
they know I'm here.
Maybe it's because you're still and you're like.
That's why I was wondering if it's like a weird mix of like, how you defend yourself from a T-Rex. You just don't move.
Yeah, so like if you're running away scared, they're like, the first he's right there.
He's like, he doesn't know I'm right here.
But I do feel like that's very much like a Jurassic Park scene. It's
yeah.
Like, can't see you if you don't move.
I picture it flew up. It's like, nah, nothing there.
If whatever it uses as sensory organs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
When it's just a bunch of ribbons.
He's just like, nah, nothing.
Oh, you know what I do like now that I'm thinking about it? How the cinematographer guy's watching like octopus videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
And I'm just like, ooh, it makes sense.
Dude, the cinematographer was so fucking funny. They're in there just filming, and then the shit starts to go down. And he's like, fuck, he takes the camera rig with him. He's like, I'm going to go down.
I love when he like, the light, it's magic. And it just takes the bunch. I'm like, I understand you're looking for that perfect shot, but you're against a giant space creature.
He's hiding in the tires. He's like, fuck it, I'll get the shot better out here.
I was so stressed in that scene when the dude was reloading the film, right? Because I was like, what if he installed it wrong and they're not going to get the fucking shot
Well, they don't get it anyway.
Yeah, because it gets fucking
because the alien sucks it up.
They do get the shot, though.
They do.
They get the shot.
They do.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought my boy was going to die. I was just like, no, please, not him.
Dude, he went through some shit.
Yeah.
He got sucked up and then fell down. He got wrapped in shit.
Yeah, boy, he lived.
Surprising. I'm like, he's dead. Because did she go through anything? I know she was in the house. Like
she gets flung off the fucking like motorcycle.
Oh yeah, when
she goes to run after OJ.
Yeah.
Right.
When she's running from the house.
Mm-hmm.
That Kira shot.
Yeah. The accurate shot was pretty great.
I was like, oh my God, look, he did it.
He did the thing.
He's a nerd too. This movie's just so good.
It was just fun. It's a fun time. Okay, so let's talk about the chimpanzee stuff because
So as the opening credits, I like the
because obviously it comes back, right?
Yeah.
I love the extended edition of the monkey scene.
Dude, that scene's so fucked, dude.
It is fucked.
I loved it. I was just like, oh, from like just like the old like sitcom look to it until that pop, and you just hear the monkey start freaking out, and I was like, oh shit, I know where this is going.
like people gonna get fucked, dude. When the guy ran away and the monkey's like, I know where you're going, motherfucker. I'm like.
Or they were on the floor and he's just bam, like,
and then the sounds and the other kid's like,
I do like how the monkey's like, we cool. Fist bump.
and he gets fucking shot. I was waiting for it too. It still fucking jump scared me. I'm like, they're gonna do a Harambe to this guy. He's gonna get fucking shot. I'm waiting for it. And then it happens. I'm like, fuck.
In my head, there's two things. It was either gonna be Harambe or he's gonna give him the fist bump, and the monkey was just gonna kind of go fuck off, be like,
I'm normal now.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was just gonna like try to escape or something,
or just sit in the chair or something and just be like, I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's no more balloons popping anymore.
I was expecting something. One of those two.
Dude, man, how much fucking therapy you need after that?
Not much. You start sacrificing horses to the god in the sky.
Eldritch God.
The eldritch god in the sky.
You're like, oh, my brain. Here, eat another horse. Okay, I feel better.
I think it's almost like, I feel like his trauma is this weird epiphany moment where he'd be like, I can't be touched by these creatures. Like, they love me.
That's how I pictured it.
I'm invincible. I will make money off of them. That was his thing.
So here's my question, right? Because this is a thought I had. Right?
Okay.
How much is a horse?
How much is a horse?
$20,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's buying these horses
20, 30.
off this guy
because they're
to
like
feed to the eldritch being.
It's a lot of food.
How many people were in that arena? Like 40. It says 40 people disappeared, right?
Yeah.
How much is he charging? How much does he make to recuperate the cost of feeding a horse to the giant eldritch god in the sky?
Well, I think he gets residuals from his TV show, so he's just like, fuck it.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the L.
I'm gonna take the L to be in cahoots with the with the flying sand dollar.
Yeah, with the eldritch god. Or he could. It's California. He could probably like $100 to come to my shitty theme park. Maybe one day. It's like one day makes up for one horse.
Yeah, it's just funny to me when that scene happens. I'm like, how long has he been doing this for?
He said like a couple months, because I think he found about the existence of the creature right after the dad died.
Yeah,
because he's like, wait a minute, that cloud, and then shit happens, and he's like, I know.
I've seen it.
I've seen it. Yeah, I know it's out
I'm
there.
going to make money off this bitch,
Yeah.
which is I guess what the other people were going to do anyway as well. But they just wanted a picture, and this guy's just like, I want an experience.
I'm gonna exploit it.
So I'm trying to look up how to buy a horse or how much, but I can't find it.
They're expensive.
That's what I thought
The
about.
cheapest I can find it has a scale from 1,000. Oh, here we go. About $2,000 is like the lowest end line. There's one for $450. Dude, that's a deal. I don't know why that one's $450,
Like
but
a broken leg.
probably not alive.
I
no
do like
more.
how the alien after is like, I'm done with you. I'm just going to eat all of you now.
Oh yeah, you're pissing me off. Just
Which I thought was an interesting idea that the guy's like, we're just going to do it in an open air area, not like something that's closed in. Yeah, you'll see it in all its glory.
You're like, obviously, there's not gonna be any safety issues. Well, he thought he was gonna let the horse go run straight,
Yeah.
And it was going to kill it in the distance.
Yeah, and he's like, he's here. We're fucked.
Like,
The
did
giant
he,
Roomba in the sky is going to murder
like,
you.
did he not talk to OSHA or anything about like seatbelts for people or something? Like, there needs to be some safety.
Imagine they had
harness.
seatbelts and the fucking hand's like, he's like, what the fuck? Why isn't anything coming up?
You know how much pain because of all that pressure. You'd be like, I can't. It'd be horrible.
I wonder how strong is the sucky, you know?
I mean, it lifts horses, but it doesn't lift like
Doesn't
vehicles.
Vehicles.
Or
So
houses.
if you just bolt it to the ground,
Yeah. You're
it
good.
hurt like a bitch.
just breaks your fucking half body.
How much force does it take to cut someone in half?
To rip someone in half.
Do you think my FBI agent
I
can
mean,
look?
I mean, horses can rip appendages, right?
True.
Ooh, some big motherfuckers though.
I mean, this thing's sucking up horses though.
Like it's nothing.
Pretty much.
The giant Roomba in the sky.
Roomba in the sky.
I don't know.
Okay, this is what I thought the monkey scene was.
Okay.
Because it gives you in the first scene, well, in the beginning where they're introducing the horse to the people, right? The horse stares at itself in that reflection.
Yeah.
And it scares it and goes crazy, right?
Yeah.
Also, the alien, if you look at it, it goes crazy, fucking tries to kill you.
Yeah.
And then the monkey got set off by the balloon and then goes ape shit. He didn't kill the kid because he couldn't see him eye to eye. So they couldn't make eye contact. So that's why he didn't kill him. So I think it's like an analogy or like a theme of like, these are creatures still, and you can't tame these creatures.
Yeah.
And because, anything could set them off. But you have to respect nature, bro.
They got to respect nature, bro.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's what I got from it.
What I got from was fuck.
Or I got, we try to exploit from traumas and shit like that.
Yeah. No,
I also got that
that
too.
I did get a bit of that.
Did you get anything from this movie? Like,
Don't be shitty to animals. Yeah, I got that.
Is that what you think because I feel like most of his movies have like it talks about real world.
Yeah.
Did you feel like there's anything from that besides the animal? Like, don't fuck with animals.
I got about like workers because the dude, he's like behind the scenes guy, but like they're a big part of like of making a movie like that. So I got that, and I like the little teehee when he's wearing his crew sweater while trying to bait the monster and shit, because all you can see is not his face or anything, it's just his crew. I think it's kind of like like homage or like trying to represent the behind the scenes people.
I do love the Western vibes at the end of this movie, like the whole just the Western feel to it and stuff. Especially when he's in the fucking like that last scene.
We show up with Lucky,
him on the horse and like framed inside like the thing and like the off yonder.
The archway.
Yeah, I was just like, with the music and everything, I'm like, fuck yeah.
I do feel like this is one of those movies where I'll probably end up watching multiple times.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
There's so much I feel like I either missed in it or I just want to watch it. Like, the last hour and a half of this movie is just so intense.
It might not give you the heebie-jeebies anymore, but it's goddamn funny.
Yes.
It's just good, too. It's just good. I mean, it's like...
I think it's one of the...
I feel like it's been so long since we had a good, like, creature feature.
Yeah.
Just aliens in general.
Or, yeah, it's an alien movie. And it's just good.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, fuck yeah. But this also cements the fact to me that Jordan Peele just wants to make not X-Files, Twilight Zone skits.
That's basic.
On big budget.
2-hour Twilight skits.
Twilight Zone skits.
What do you think of this as in the 3 movies he's done?
So I have Nope.
Okay.
Then I have Get Out.
And then Us.
And then I have Us.
I agree with that. Mine's a little different though. It's Nope, Get Out, Us.
I can see that.
Us was kind of like, I liked the concept of it.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the film.
I like Get Out as an overall package and how unnerving it is. But I have a bias towards sci-fi and alien movies, so obviously, Nope is going to be higher.
I think just that one just impacted me the most.
Like, if you feel, if we're going to talk about impact of movie or just like in general, what movie will stand the test of time and based on its themes and everything, I feel like Get Out is going to be that movie.
I think so.
Of the 3, right?
Right.
But if you're asking my personal preferences, Nope takes that top spot
I feel
easily.
Like Get Out has the most talks about real world issues.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Where Nope, I don't like, as you said, there's not really anything that I can tie back to. Because even Us, there's real world issues.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but it's not as like in your face about it. But this is just like, I got some money.
I learned the first horse rider in a movie was a black guy.
Yeah.
So, I'm just like, wow.
Cool.
I learned.
I learned something.
I am informed.
I am informed. I am a learned man.
Oh my god.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was super cool.
Okay, give me a rating.
10.
Out of 100.
Oh, 110.
I was gonna give us a 9.
Out of 100? Oh my god. 9.5.
9.5. Yeah, it's up there. It's good.
This was like basically a masterpiece.
It was really
I
good.
think this movie and Everything Everywhere All at Once are my favorites this year that I've seen.
Yeah, I can see
So
that.
far I can see that.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
I'll have to. I've seen a lot of movies and I kind of forget what time period
when they came out,
I'm
if they've been
that
out
movie
for a
was
while.
Good. And it's like 2000. I'm like, wow.
Wow. But yeah, this year, yeah, these two have been
This
super good.
We'll talk about it. I think at the end of the year. I'm trying to decide which one's better.
Oof.
But,
I don't think I can put them against each other.
well, at some point we're gonna do a top 3 of the year, so you're gonna have to put it in some type of order.
Yeah, I guess it just gives me another reason to rewatch them.
Yep.
But
Hell yeah.
watch this movie.
Great.
Easily
Beautiful.
rewatchable, I think.
It's great. It's great. If you didn't like it, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
If you don't like it, get out and watch that one. It's pretty good too.
Fuck, this is good. I'm like just thinking about it. I'm like, I think it's well paced. But I was like, it's well paced.
I think
It's like
well-paced.
everything on the technical side is so good too. Oh my lord.
I was never bored either.
No.
My only gripe is that I had to fucking pee and it was a goddamn long movie. It's like half hour into the movie. I'm like, God, I have to pee.
Oh, I forgot you watched that theater.
And then
So
an hour went by and I was like, I really got to pee.
That might have
but-
been kind of cool.
in theaters.
See, just the grandeur of the thing on a really big screen.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but the issue is like
real good.
you gotta pee. That would suck because it's like when you watch I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It's like the ending scenes. He's like, I have to pee so bad. I don't give a shit.
I remember
I'm
watching
there
it.
fucking like sad, and he's just like,
I'm sitting there just like, I'm crying because my bladder hurts now because of this movie.
I'm like, hey, I was sad. He's like, yeah, I guess I was. I just had to pee so bad. I couldn't think about it. I'm like, damn, sucks to be you.
I've never had this problem.
Old age sucks.
Way too much soda.
I think it was just we drank a lot of, or I think we ate, and then we bought soda, and then we went to the movie.
Fuck up.
And then it was like an hour and a half or 2
Because
hours.
I mean, I didn't have that problem when I watched like Blade Runner, and Blade Runner was like a fucking 3-hour movie. I'm just like, this is fine.
I just think we just did stuff beforehand, and no one used the bathroom. It was just like 6 hours later, and a gallon of soda.
Yeah.
Like, oh
shit
my
was rough,
god.
dude. I'm like, when is this movie ending? Not that I want it to end, but like, goddamn, I gotta pee.
I do want to gripe about theaters really quick.
Oh boy.
Why are they using paper straws for my Slurpees? Fuck you, theaters. I understand logistics. They taste worse. I think personally, it has like a weird taste.
Well,
to it.
like, even if it's for the environment, right? You're still using a fucking plastic lid on the slushies.
Well, the cup is like the same thing. It's like a paper.
Tastes like
Is
paper.
it?
Yeah,
I can't-
but the plastic lid with the hole,
yeah,
it's it's plastic.
I feel like I'd rather have those be just paper and then make fucking
The
plastic
plastic. That's funny. I like how that's your.
Fucking dude, just make metal straws.
What movie did we watch where you got that?
I think it was Batman.
Oh yeah, it was the Batman.
Because I know Cam was. It was all of us. Like a lot of people went to see it.
And Paul.
I just remember I was sucking. I'd like have to rip the straw.
And then it just ripped.
Yeah, because the straw would just go, just seal itself, and I'm like, okay, you rip a little more. I think at some point I just like popped the lid and was like,
I'm gonna spoon it out.
just fucking just shell it in my face.
But this movie's great. It's beautiful. Watch it.
Watch it in
I loved
theaters.
it.
Don't buy the slushies while you're there. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Anyway,
Sounds
if you like this podcast, support our stuff with stickers and other bullshit that we sell.
We'll be at FanX in Salt Lake City. If you're from Utah, we'll be there.
Yep.
Or it's over.
Or it's over.
No
Nah.
clue when this one's coming out.
Nah.
I think this will come out before it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, if not, maybe it's just over.
Yeah. You can tell us how good Get Out was. I mean, sorry, Nope was.
Or how good Get Out was. I mean, it's a good movie as well.
Or how S was shit and you liked it for some reason.
I don't think it was shit.
I don't think it was shit.
Compared to these three or these two,
Yeah.
it was shit.
It was just not my
tier.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
All right. Peace.